Hello everyone, this is Dr. Mamta Sharma, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Kishanlal Public College, Rewari. This is our second lecture on issue of shares. As in our previous lecture, we have discussed some basic concept regarding the issue of shares. So now we will continue with some other concept relating to issue of shares. So as in our previous lecture, we have already discussed about the share capital, different type of share capital. So now we will start with our topic, different cases of issue of shares. A company may issue shares in different ways, like issue of shares at par, issue of shares at premium, issue of share at a discount. Issue of shares at par. As its name shows, when the company issue these shares at par, means equal to the face value. There are two words or the two terms which we use, like issue price, face value. Issue price is the price at which the company issues its share. Face value is the value of share. That means when we say that a company has shares, 1000 shares of rupees 10 each, then this 10 is face value. Now it is up to the choice of the company. It may issue more than this face price, less than this face value, or equal to face value. It also depends upon the profit earning capacity or the goodwill of the company. So first we discuss with issue of shares at par. When the company issues shares at its face value, it means the issue price is just equal to the face value. Issue of shares at premium. Issue of shares at premium is the case when the company issue these shares more than its face value. More than its face value, like the company issue shares at rupees 12, which is of rupees 10. It means the company is going to issue the share having the face value of rupees 10 at 12. So in that case, this amount, or we can say the difference of rupees 2, may be due to the goodwill or the good name of the company, that the subscribers or the persons who are going to purchase these shares are willing to pay more than its issue price. Clear? If the company is in a good position, or we can say that when the company is in a profitable position, when the public have a good reputation regarding, or the people have a good reputation, good image, goodwill in their mind for that particular company, then they will be willing to pay more than the face value. This is called issue of shares at premium. Issue of shares at a discount. At a discount means the value less than the face value. That means when the company issue these shares at a price which is less than the face value. Like share face value is rupees 10 and the company is going to issue these shares at rupees 8 or 9, whatever the case may be. In that case, the difference of rupees 1 or 2 may be termed as share discount. Basically, our Companies Act restricts to issue these shares at discount. The company does not issue these shares at a discount to general public. Normally, our Corporate Accounting Act restricts the company for issuing these shares at a discount. Clear? But whenever the company issues the shares to their employees, to their promoters, to their existing shareholders, they can issue these shares at a discount. Clear? Sweet equity shares, which are also known. So now what about the journal entries? Yes, definitely there will be different journal entries in each and every different case. Like when the company is issuing shares at par, there will be different journal entries. When the company is issuing shares at premium, the entries will be different. When we talk about issue of shares at par, the journal entries in case when the shares are issued at par will remain same, which we have earlier discussed in our previous lecture. That means the basic entries which we previously passed will be again repeated while issuing the shares at par. Reason being, as the shares are issued at par, it means it is equal to the face value. We will also discuss this with having a numerical problem. Like here is the example. X Limited invited applications for 4 lakh shares of rupees 10 each. Payments were to be made as follows: 3 on application, 2 on allotment, 3 on first call, 2 on final call. All these shares were applied. You are required to prepare journal entries, ledger account, opening balance sheet of the company, assuming that all sums due on allotment and calls have been received. Share issue expenses amounted to rupees 60,000. 20,000 fully paid shares were also issued to promoters for their services. So here in this practical problem, we will only discuss the journal entries just up to the final call. Clear? Reason being, just to make a basic concept how we pass the journal entries. So first, just make a clarification that what is the case. Like 4 lakh shares of rupees 10 each. Clear? Now application is 3, allotment is 2, first call is 3 and final call is 2. Let's make a total of this all. 3 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2. It is 10 rupees. That means the issue price is 10 as well as the face value is also rupees 10. That means it is a case of issue of shares at par. So now start with the journal entries. First, always make some notes along with the entries, working notes, like 4 lakh shares of 10 each, so that we will be able to make a practical solution properly. First, as we have previously discussed, first entry will be with the application money receipt. Clear? So, as in our previous lecture, we have already discussed that the first journal entry when we receive the application is bank account debit to share application account. A clarification or a distinction is also to be made. Like if the company is issuing equity share, we will use equity share application account. If the company is issuing preference share, we will use the preference share application account. Here in this question, we have used equity share application as we have assumed that it is a category of equity share. Clear? So first entry will be bank account debit to equity share application account. Number of share is 4 lakh. Application money is rupees 3. So 4 lakh multiplied by 3, it will be rupees 12 lakh. So total application money which the company has received is rupees 12 lakh, which will be written on both sides, debit side as well as credit side. Then we will transfer this application money to the share capital account. When we transfer the application money to equity share capital account, as we have already discussed that the account which we have to cancel, the entry is to be reversed. So equity share application in previous entry we have credited, now it will be debited. Equity share application account debit, as this amount is to be transferred to share capital account. So equity share application account debited, debit to equity share capital account. Clear? I think there is no doubt regarding only these two entries. Clear? Now 2 rupees on allotment. We have to follow a proper order, like first the entry relating to application, then for allotment, then for first call, then for final call. So there is a difference. In case of application, first we receive the application money and then we transfer it to the share capital account. But in case of allotment, first we pass the journal entry for the due and then we receive the amount. So for due, what will be the entry? Equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account. 4 lakh is the number of share, 2 rupees is on allotment. So 4 lakh multiplied by 2, it will be rupees 8 lakh. Now we will receive the allotment. As there was a line which was given in the problem, it was all the shares were applied. It means it is full subscription, and in that case, in this question, in this illustration, there is no any deficit of amount. Like we will assume that total money is being paid by all these shareholders. This is why we will receive full 8 lakhs at the time of allotment. Clear? So for the receive, bank account debit, debit what comes in? Bank account debit to equity share allotment account. Now move to the first call. The process will remain same. First call shall be due. Equity share first call account debit to equity share capital account. How many number of shares the company has issued? It is 4 lakh. And the first call money is rupees 3. So 4 lakh multiplied by 3, it will be rupees 12 lakh. So the due entry will be with the amount of rupees 12 lakh. Again the same thing, all the amount or the total amount we have assumed that it is paid by all the shareholders. So now we will receive the amount. What will be the entry? Debit what comes in, we are going to receive the money. So bank account debit, on what account we are going to receive? It is share first call. So bank account debit to share first call account. Amount will remain same. It is rupees 12 lakh. And for the last one, which is final call, we can repeat the same entry. Equity share final call account debit to equity share capital account. 4 lakh multiplied by 2, it is rupees 8 lakh. After the due entry, the company will pass the journal entry for the receiving of amount. What will be the entry? Bank account debit to equity share final call account. It is rupees 8 lakh. So I hope this practical problem or the illustration will help you to understand the basic journal entries, as there are other informations are also given in this illustration, but here just to understand the basic concept, we will only solve the journal entries or we will only describe the journal entries which are relating to the issue of shares. So rest of the concept we will discuss later. Clear? So it is the case when the company issue these shares at par. That means the issue price and the face value both are same. Clear? Now move to the next concept. Entries in case of issue of shares at premium. At premium, I hope you all know, when the company issue these shares more than its face value. Issue price is more than the face value. So premium may be at the two time, at the time of application money or at the time of allotment money. When it is at the time of application money, first entry will remain same. It means when the company receive the application money, the entry for the receiving of application money will remain same, which we have already discussed. Bank account debit to share application account. But when we transfer this application money to share capital account, we will also create an account which is known as securities premium account. Reason being, when the company received the application money, it has also received the premium amount, and the entire amount cannot be transferred to the share capital account. Reason being, there is a difference between the face value and the issue price. Like face value is rupees 10 and the issue price is rupees 12. It means the share is only of rupees 10 and the difference or the rupees 2 is for the premium. So we have to make our difference. We have to bifurcate this amount. 10 is to be transferred to the share capital and 2 is to be transferred to the securities premium account. So this is why in the first entry we will just receive the amount, bank account debit to share application account. But in the next entry, when we transfer this application money to share capital account, we will bifurcate this amount. So the entry will be equity share application account debit or simply share application account debit to share capital to securities premium. Like if the issue price is 12, 10 will be transferred to the share capital and 2 will be transferred to the securities premium. One point we also must know that why security premium is being credited. Security premium is like a revenue for a company and it is a nominal account. And when we pass the journal entry in relation to a nominal account, we use the rule debit all the expenses, credit all the incomes. So this is an income for a company. It is like an additional amount which the company has received. So this is why the security premium account has been credited by the company. Clear? Now the second case, when premium at the time of allotment money. Whenever we move to this concept or whenever we have to pass the journal entry when the company has received premium at the time of allotment, the point is to be very clear. First point, the due entry is to be passed, then the receive entry is to be passed. So now make the again difference, same difference along with the allotment money. So share allotment account debit to share capital. This was our basic entry. When we pass the due entry in relation to the allotment money, we simply use this journal entry, share allotment account debit to share capital. Suppose the company has issued shares and the premium is being received at the time of allotment. Like allotment money is 4 rupees, in which it also includes premium. So it is rupees 3 plus 1. And whenever we talk about the journal entry, we cannot transfer the whole amount. Like the total 4 rupees cannot be transferred to share capital, as it is 3 plus 1. 3 is to be transferred to share capital and 1 is to be transferred to the securities premium account. Again, always remind basic difference between the application and allotment. In case of application, first we receive the money, then we transfer. But in case of allotment and rest for the first and final call, first we pass the due entry, then we receive the amount. So security premium is to be credited at the time of due or transfer. Clear? So allotment is first due. This is why security premium is credited along with its due entry. What shall be the entry? Equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account, to securities premium, and then next entry which will remain same for the receive of allotment money, bank account debit to equity share or simply to share allotment account. Clear? We can understand this whole concept with the help of a numerical problem. Indu Cosmetics Limited was registered with an authorized capital of rupees 1 crore divided into 10 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. Company issued 6 lakh equity shares at a premium of 3 per share, payable as follows: 4 on application, 5 on allotment, including premium, 2 on first call and 2 on second and final call. All these shares were subscribed and all the money was duly received. Share issue expenses amounted to rupees 2 lakh, which were fully written off against securities premium. Prepare necessary journal entries, bank account and opening balance sheet. So here we also will pass only the journal entries just to make our concepts very clear. Bank account and the balance sheet we will also discuss in the next further lectures. So only the basic journal entries we will discuss. So first understand the concept. The company has issued 6 lakh equity shares. Clear? Number of share is 6 lakh. We will use this 6 lakh for all the journal entries, as all the shares were subscribed. It means all the shares were subscribed. It is a full subscription case. There is no over subscription, there is no under subscription. It is a full subscription case. When it is a full subscription case, we will use this number like 6 lakh. Second thing which we have to keep in mind, it has issued the share at a premium. In our previous problem, it was issued at par. Now in this illustration, the company has issued shares at premium, and which is rupees 3. So first have a look. Issue price is different and the face value is different. Face value is rupees 10. It was written Indu Cosmetics Limited was registered with an authorized capital of rupees 1 crore divided into 10 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. Clear? 10 each. It means the face value of the share is rupees 10. And the company has issued the shares at a premium. It means the issue price is less than the issue price is more than the face value. Now come to the point. Application money 4 and allotment money is 5. Sometime in the illustrations or in the questions, in the practical problems, allotment money is clearly mentioned, but in some problems we just have to identify the actual allotment money and the premium. Here it is rupees 5. So exclude premium from this 5. After excluding, or when we deduct this 3, remaining amount is rupees 2. That means allotment money is 2 plus 3. 2 is purely for allotment and 3 is for premium. Clear? I think there is no doubt on first and final call. Reason being, premium is only at the time of allotment. Clear? Now we can start with our problem. So first, the basic concept states that first the journal entry will be for application money receipt. Clear? So what will be the entry at the time of receive of application money? Bank account debit to equity share application account. Amount is 6 lakh. Number of shares. Application money is rupees 4. So 6 lakh multiplied by 4, it is rupees 24 lakh. After receiving of application money, we will transfer it to the share capital account. So now the entry will be equity share application account debit to equity share capital account. Whole or the entire 24 lakh will be transferred to the share capital account. So on the debit and credit side we will write 24 lakh. Clear? So now for the allotment entry, always keep in mind the difference. In case of application, receive entry, but in case of allotment, due entry. Due entry, share allotment account debit to share capital. This is the basic due entry for allotment. But as in this illustration, the premium is also given at the time of allotment. So, share allotment account debit to share capital account to securities premium account. Reason being, this total 5 rupees is not purely for allotment. 3 is for securities premium and 2 for allotment. So for the share capital we will use only this rupees 2. So let us assume if the allotment is without premium, then what will be the amount? 2 multiplied by 6, it will be rupees 12 lakh. But as the case is different, the allotment is made along with the premium. So in share capital 12 lakh, 6 lakh multiplied by 2. 2 is for allotment. But in securities premium account, 6 lakh multiplied by 3, it will be rupees 18 lakh. Equity share allotment account will be debited with an amount of rupees 30 lakhs. Clear? Now we will receive this allotment money. For receiving the allotment money, simply bank account debit to equity share allotment account. Total 30 lakhs will be received by the company as there is no deficit of this amount. It means it is assumed or it is also mentioned in the problem that all the money was duly received. Clear? So now for the first call, first due entry will be passed. What will be the entry? Equity share first call account debit to equity share capital account. 6 lakh number of shares, 2 on first call. So 6 lakh multiplied by 2, it will be rupees 12 lakh. Now the company will receive the first call money, and for the receive of money, bank account debit to equity share first call account. As the whole money or the total money was duly received, so bank account will be debited with the amount of rupees 12 lakh. Now second and final call, equity shares second and final call account debit to equity share capital account. Number of share is 6 lakh. Second and final call money is rupees 2. So 6 lakh multiplied by 2, it will be rupees 12 lakh. And then after the due of share first and share second and final call, we will receive the money. So for receiving the share second and final call, what will be the journal entry? Bank account debit to share second and final call account. Total money is to be received, so the account is to be debited along with the 12 lakh rupees. Clear? Share issue expenses amounted to rupees 2 lakh, which were fully written off against securities premium. Here is a new concept, that the share issue expenses. First, understand the concept of share issue expenses. Share issue expenses are those expenses which are to be paid by the company for issuing the shares. So, as these expenses are being paid, first expense account is a nominal account. So when we pass the journal entry in relation to a nominal account, we use the rule debit all the expenses. So share issue expenses is to be debited. And as we have paid this expense, so to bank account, credit the giver. So share issue expenses account debit to bank account. How much amount is given in this illustration? It is rupees 2 lakh. And then one information is also given that this expense is to be written off against securities premium account. So securities premium account debit, when we write off any expense, we reverse the journal entry. Clear? Reverse means the account which is to be write off will be reversed. Like in the earlier entry we have debited the expenses, so now we will credit this share issue expense. Debit, we will debit the account against which this expense is to be written off, against security premium. So security premium account is to be debited and share issue expenses is to be credited. So security premium account debit to share issue expenses account. Clear? So here in this question we have to prepare necessary journal entries, bank account and opening balance sheet. Journal entry we have already passed. If you want to prepare your bank account, it's an easy way to prepare your bank account. Just select all those entries in which bank account is being affected, like in which you have debited or credited your bank account. Like in this illustration, bank account is debited in the first journal entry with an amount of rupees 24 lakh. In the fourth entry, bank account is also debited with rupees 30 lakhs. After then, bank account is debited with rupees 12 lakh. Then bank account is debited with again 12 lakh. And then bank account is credited with an amount of rupees 2 lakh. So, you can prepare your bank account. We will also discuss this bank account in our further lecture. So discount is like an expense or the loss for the company. So discount is to be debited. If it is at the time of allotment, then what will be the entry? Share allotment account debit, share discount account debit to share capital account. Like if the company has issued the share of rupees 10 at rupees 8. In that case, issue price is rupees 8 and the face value is rupees 10. So the difference amount, like 2 rupees, is of discount. So this rupees 2 is to be written off as against the share discount account. Clear? Like allotment is rupees 3 and discount is rupees 2. So 3 is to be written off against share allotment account, is to be written as against share allotment account. Rupees 2 is to be written against share discount account, and share capital will be credited along with this whole 5 rupees. Clear? And the next receive of allotment money entry will remain same. Bank account debit to share allotment account, but this bank account will be debited only with this 3 rupees, like 3 plus 2. So entire amount is not to be received. Discount is an expense which is not to be received by the company. So bank account will only be debited with this rupees 3. Clear? And there are some other concepts also which one must know, that subscription may be of two types: under subscription, over subscription. As in our previous illustrations which we have already discussed, in these illustrations we have just assumed the cases of full subscription, like company has issued 1 lakh shares and the shares were fully subscribed. It means it is a full subscription case. But there may be a case of over subscription and under subscription, and the journal entries will remain same. Either it is a case of over and under, but the amount will be changed with the change in the case. Clear? Under subscription case is a case when the company receive the application less than its offered subscription. Clear? Like company has issued or company has offered 1 lakh share, but it receive application only for 90,000 shares. It is a case of under subscription. That means the shares were not fully subscribed. In that case, we will use this 90,000 for all the entries instead of using 1 lakh number of shares. Clear? Oversubscription case is a case when the company receive application more than its offered subscription. Like in the same problem, company has issued or offered 1 lakh shares to the general public, but it receives application for 1 lakh 20,000. Clear? So this 20,000 is an oversubscription of shares. So here we will pass the journal entries for 1 lakh 20, but this 20,000 is to be adjusted. It means company cannot allot more than its offered subscription. It has to allot only 1 lakh share. But when it is a case of under subscription, the company has to allot for which it has actually received the application. Like if it has received only for 90,000 applications or 90,000 shares, then it cannot issue more than 90,000. Clear? For 10,000 it has not received any application at all, so it cannot issue more than its of application received. So it is the difference between under subscription and over subscription. One point we must also know that for allotting the shares to the public, the company must receive at least 90% of its offered shares. Like if it receives application for less than 90% of its offered shares, then it cannot allot shares to the general public. Clear? There are some other concepts also like calls in arrear, and calls in advance. I hope this lecture will help you in understanding the basic journal entries and how we pass the journal entry when these shares are issued at par or at premium. So like the cases calls in arrear, calls in advance, and over subscription, under subscription, pro rata allotment, we will be discussing in our further lectures. Thank you.